What's going on, everybody? Dogman Dan here, Warframe. So, lots to discuss here. This is going to be an interesting one. In case you do not know, I'm going to come right out and say it. Warframe China, shutting down July 24th. Period. Going down. Gone. Game's done. Only build that will be left will be the Warframe Global build. Now, this is interesting. The timing of it hidden right after TennoCon. So they released Umbra's trailer in TennoCon, and we got all excited and everybody's going crazy and all this stuff, but nobody knew what was really going on in the background was they're shutting it down. Now, the game doesn't just shut down in a week. They don't just say, hey, we're done with this game. This has been months in the making. And when you look at the update that's coming out, the Plains of Eidolon, correct? The open world, the whole new stuff that they've been working on. Steve saying this has been, 3-4 months in the works already with this with this map that was constructed and built and everything. They're really working hard on it, and we're excited to see it. Yeah, they kind of have to. They have no choice, because their secondary version of the game is no longer going to exist. There's only one game, which also means that anything that was in the Warframe China version that was exclusive can be moved into the global build at any point, because those people can no longer play the game. They can no longer say that they have the rights to exclusivity of items that don't exist in a game that doesn't exist anymore. Therefore, anything like that comes over here, which is why when we saw the Excal Umbra video, it looked very much like the Excal Umbra Prime version, if you will. And well, why not? Because they can move it into the global build now. There's no time gating, there's no exclusivity, there's none of that stuff. So that begs to wonder, if they fail with the Plains of Eidolon release that comes this year, the big content update, the patch, the DLC, whatever you want to call it, however you want to look at it, the next installment of Warframe, Warframe 2.0, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, if they fail at this build that will be released, and let's say they don't have enough content to back this, this could be the end of the game when you think about it. Okay? So again, Warframe China version is being shut down because they just don't have the player base. There's nobody playing it. Nobody cares. Now, based off the Google Translate calls it Star Battle Gear, and they also call it Star Warside as the name of the game. Whatever you want to call it. It's going down. And this is Otis. This is over on the PlayStation Store's website. If you get over to the Chinese version, you can see it. All that good jazz. Okay, and this is the one that was released by Perfect World from 11/26/2015. So, and this is when the game really went downhill. Now, here's the other thing, the other flip side of this. If you remember several months back, I made a video regarding the partnership with DE and Sumpo Foods, which is now a different name, and Perfect World and all that, okay? And I talked about the fact that last year, DE sold the rest of the company rights out to this Chinese partner, this investor, if you will. They sold 100% of Digital Extremes, which ultimately would include Warframe in that point. Now, I don't know that this includes Keystone being a new IP, new version of the game. I don't know yet. We don't know about that part, if anyone's curious. But this, technically, from an owning standpoint, is no longer owned by Digital Extremes. It's owned by their current holder. So, if the game update fails, let's say the game update goes off smooth, but there's just not a lot of content to keep people there, especially considering this is going to be what is the end game so far. Alright, we know there's leveling involved. We know there's mastery rank that's going to tie in those weapons that you're going to be able to build, so you better have decent mastery rank. We know the nighttime version of the open world area is going to require the best that you possibly have in terms of gear and running around. We know there's other changes coming, but that haven't been announced yet. So we don't know how modding is going to change. We don't know how anything's going to change with this update per se. And they still got 6 months to release it and do whatever they want with this epic change. So anything is possible. But interesting how the timing was kept quiet. Everything was kept quiet until after the TennoCon. And it's still fairly quiet. Not a lot of people know about it. But I'm telling you about it now. So I love the game. And again, I have no intentions of stopping playing the game. While am embarrassed on many fronts to be a Warframe partner based off of the lot of drama and issues and little things that are going on with partners with glyphs, people creating drama on Twitter and YouTube, responses to this video and that video, and stupid drama things. While I'm embarrassed when I see those things to be a partner, I'm not going to stop being a partner just because some other guy decides to be a dumbass. I enjoy the game. I am glad I can bring the game to you guys from my perspective. I'm glad people enjoy what I'm talking about. They get some knowledge. They learn how to play the game. I'm not all about just show you a build, here you go, you're done. If you look through the years of the stuff that I've been doing, and I've been doing this longer than anyone else that's a partner as of this moment, I've done more in terms of gameplay and showing you how to play the game than I ever have in terms of how to mod the game, because to me, modding is your own style. You want to min-max, go min-max. You don't want to min-max, don't min-max. You want to do something different, do something different. All I'm going to say is don't let somebody else tell you that the way you set something up is incorrect or wrong, because it's absolutely not. Now, again, I'm excited about this update. But here's that back end of things that nobody's really talked about yet. So I'm curious what your thoughts are on the fact that Umbra is now being released with no more exclusivities to stuff in Warframe China because the game is being shut down. What are your thoughts on TennoCon and the Plains of Eidolon update now, in the fact that it's not just how awesome can the game be, but it's we need to make the game awesome, or we could potentially kill the game. Because our investor that owns our company 100% could say, hey, you failed on this update, it's done. Alright, I'll catch you guys soon.